Lift your heart. Step into this new year with a quiet certainty. This year can be wonderful. Do not enter the year half asleep in your spirit. Do not walk forward with a mind already expecting disappointment. Raise your gaze, strengthen your interior posture, and begin with confidence, not in yourself alone, but in the Father who guides those who trust Him. Aim your attention at the best, not the most dramatic, not the loudest, the best. Look for the good that is trying to rise from every situation, from every task, from every meeting, from every delay, from every ordinary hour. When you choose to look in this way, you will begin to see that grace is already at work, often quietly, often without display, and the Father will show you how bright a year can become when a heart learns to notice what is good. But do not misunderstand what makes a year bright. Brightness is not automatic. It is not guaranteed by a calendar turning. It is not produced by wishing. It grows when you receive what is offered. If you refuse to receive the Father's invitation with gratitude, if you hear words of hope and treat them as empty, if you carry a closed spirit, then the brightness of the year will not fully arrive. Because a soul that will not say thank you is a soul that remains guarded. And a guarded soul cannot be led deeply. It cannot be formed fully. It cannot recognize the gifts that are already being placed in its hands. So begin with gratitude, not as decoration, as a posture, as a way of receiving reality in truth, because gratitude opens the heart, and an open heart is where grace can move freely. Now listen carefully. You must believe that you can become better, not by self-invention, not by pride, but by trusting the Father's word and by relying on Him with steady hope. If you do not believe growth is possible, you will live as if nothing can change. And when you live that way, even the gifts of God will feel distant, not because they are absent, but because you will not cooperate with them. This is the key. You must cooperate. The year becomes real through cooperation. Grace is offered, but it is not forced. The Father leads, but He does not violate your freedom. So do not stay passive. Do not wait for a perfect mood. Do not wait for a perfect moment. Cooperate today, in the small ways that form a life. Hold tightly to the Father's promises, not loosely, not occasionally. Hold them with your whole interior strength, because promises are not only words you admire, they are words you live from. And you must believe, but not only with your mind, not only with concepts, not only with ideas you can explain. Believe with your perception. Believe with the interior sense that recognizes what is true. Believe with the deep understanding that comes from within, an understanding that is given, not manufactured. There is a knowledge that comes from above, a quiet clarity the Father places into a receptive heart. It does not shout, it does not argue, it simply settles, and it strengthens you to walk forward. So let your faith become more than information. Let it become orientation. Let it shape the way you interpret your days. Let it guide what you choose, what you refuse, what you continue, and what you finally surrender. And now remember this truth and keep it close. The Father goes before you. He does not follow you behind in panic. He does not discover your life at the same time you do. He goes ahead. He prepares. He arranges what you cannot arrange. He opens what you cannot open. He prepares the road for you to walk, and He can take what seems impossible, what looks closed, what looks unreachable, what looks beyond your strength, and make it possible. Not always in the way you imagined, not always in the timing you demanded, but in a way that forms you, purifies you, and leads you where you truly need to go. So do not make fear your guide. Do not let anxiety write the story of your year. Do not interpret delays as abandonment. Do not interpret weakness as a final sentence. If the Father goes before you, then your path is not empty, even when it looks unclear, even when it feels slow, even when you cannot see the next step. But here is the condition that must be spoken plainly. Only a heart that truly loves the Father can aim for what is better. Not a heart that uses God as a tool. Not a heart that remembers God only when it needs rescue. Not a heart that keeps God in second place. A heart that truly loves Him. A heart that chooses Him as its first object, its first loyalty, its first reference point. That heart can move towards the better, and towards the whole, and towards the perfected life. Make the Father your number one, not as a religious phrase, as an ordering principle. Let everything else fall into its proper place. When the Father is first, your desires become clearer, your decisions become cleaner, your strength becomes steadier, because you are no longer trying to carry life alone. So step into this year with gratitude. Step into this year with trust. Step into this year with cooperation. Aim at the best that can rise from every situation. Hold tightly to the Father's promises. Believe not only with the mind, but with the inner knowing that comes from above. And keep this close as you walk forward. The Father goes before you. He prepares the road. He makes a way where you thought there was none. Love Him truly. Put Him first, and you will be able to aim quietly, steadily, towards what is better, and towards what is whole, and towards the perfected.